Good evening, I'm Alex Dierckman. Only about 4,500 people attended the 31st annual Taste of Bloomington on Saturday, which is about half of what organizers had expected. Taste of Bloomington serves as an important source of funding for the Hoosier Hills Food Bank and the Community Kitchen of Monroe County, and the low turnout could affect the money they receive this year. Taste of Bloomington directors will not know exactly how much money was brought in until they get the final tallies from the restaurants in August, but they hope a break in the weather later in the day brought in some sales. The U.S. Department of Agriculture arrived at the Exotic Feline Rescue Center in Center Point today to take over the investigation of a woman who was mauled by a tiger at the center Friday afternoon. 21-year-old Marissa Dub was cleaning the cat's cage, but when she moved it into a holding area, the Clay County Sheriff's Office says she forgot to close the gate, and the tiger attacked her. Dub suffered a fractured jaw among other injuries and is listed in serious condition. Governor Mike Pence often said on the campaign trail he wanted to make Indiana the state that works. The Indiana Economic Development Corporation is borrowing that slogan for its new marketing campaign aimed at reducing the state's unemployment rate. The IEDC is spending an average of $80,000 per month on the campaign that will use a broad-based approach that incorporates its new website. The primary goal of the campaign is job creation based on the governor's charge that the IEDC helped the state's private sector employ more people than at any other time in the state's history. They have set a goal to employ more than 2.5 million people, and as of last week, the state is still about 160,000 people short of that mark. And the inaugural Indiana Bike Week kicks off today at Bill Monroe Music Park. As WTIU's Barry Finkel reports, organizers are expecting about 10,000 people for the event.
The hum of revving motorcycles, golf carts, ATVs, and trucks flood Brown County as vendors start setting up for Indiana Bike Week. The Bill Monroe Music Park has been transformed into a motorcycle family's heaven, with events including racing, an antique motorcycle show, stunt shows, plenty of barbecue, and live music. Director of Marketing Jeff Crotty calls it a family-friendly event.
We want to expose children and families to the wonderful world of motorcycling. I think there's a misconception about a lot about motorcycling in the general public that we want to make sure we are educating our kids properly.
The bikers will camp at the park all week, and the festival concludes on Sunday. For WTIU News, I'm Barry Finkel.
And here's a look at the weather. A 40% chance of thunderstorms tonight with lows around 68 degrees. Highs around 90 degrees tomorrow and a 30% chance of storms. And tomorrow night, partly cloudy with a 30% chance of storms with lows around 72 degrees. And here's a look at the 5-day forecast. 90 degrees on Wednesday with a 50% chance of storms. 86 degrees on Thursday and a 30% chance. A 30% chance on Friday and Saturday and a 20% chance of rain on Sunday with 81 degrees as the high. For WTIU News, I'm Alex Dierckman.